Welcome to Marvel Snap. Odds are you just downloaded the game, played a few matches, and want to know what are the best decks that you can use day one, week one to net yourself some more consistent wins and kickstart your Marvel Snap experience. Well, let's waste no time at all and teach you everything you need to know down to the decks, the strategies, some tips and tricks, and make it all easy to understand to win you as many cubes as possible. So this is the starter deck and probably the first deck that you'll be using when you open up the game. You're going to go against a bunch of bots and it'll teach you the basic mechanics. Now, there's not a lot to break down about this deck other than these basic tips. Tip number one, and this goes for most decks, don't spread yourself out too thin amongst all of the locations. Try to focus on only two of them, but at the same time, you don't want to fill these locations up with all the cards right away because this gives your opponent a massive advantage, telling them exactly which number they need to beat in order to win the location. So usually you want to play your 4 cards down towards the end of the game. Tip number 2, if your opponent is locked in on one location, let them have it. Like if they're going to go all in on one, you go ahead and focus on the other 2. Learning when to leave a location and give it to your opponent is a key part of Marvel Snap, and it's something that you can learn early on. Tip number 3, and this is for the starter deck, is going to be Iron Man, Hulk, and Abomination will be your best friend. Put Iron Man with the weaker cards and put Hulk and Abomination and some of your other cards at the other location, and odds are you're going to win 2 of the 3. Alright, so you're done with the starter deck and the recruitment season. Let's move on to the good stuff. As you finish this season pass, that is the recruit season, you'll be rewarded with actually a ton of legit cards. This is not one of those games where they give you really garbage cards at the beginning or, garbage characters and you can't use them later on. Many, and I truly mean loads of these cards you'll be using for the majority of the time that you play Marvel Snap. There are 3 decks that stand out massively when you start the game that are not only going to help you win a bunch of games, but also teach you the base mechanics that will be important later on. This first deck is all about Spectrum and ongoing abilities. She's going to be the cornerstone of this deck. Spectrum is an absolute closer and anchor, if you will, mainly for the huge last turn spike that she's going to give the rest of your ongoing cards. Now, her ability is easy to understand. It's going to give +2 power to all of your ongoing cards, and to set yourself up for success, we're obviously going to load our deck up with tons of these cards. Now, to net you some easy wins, I like to pair up Hawkeye, Ant-Man, someone like Punisher, and then cap it off with Wolfsbane to take advantage of all that power. And then in the other location, all you have to do is play Kazar, Iron Man, and then if you want to, Spectrum as well, and you're going to win the majority of the games. Lastly, you're going to want to play Mr. Fantastic in the middle location to get the most from his ability, and you should be winning these matches pretty easily. I legit have every card in the game, and I still use decks that are focused on Spectrum. Now, another option that many find the most fun and easiest to play is all about one card as well, and that is All-Father Odin. Many cards' core power come from their abilities, actually, rather than the cards themselves. Odin here allows you to activate those abilities twice, and it's pretty busted. Now, you'll want to use a deck similar to this one here and focus on these main game winners. You'll want to play Hawkeye or Ant-Man in the middle location, followed by Medusa with one other card, and then again, we're going to capitalize with Wolfsbane. And then in the other location, we're going to play Ironheart, White Tiger, and cap it off with Odin. So you're seeing why Odin's a little busted, right? Between this last turn, you should get 2 Spirit Tigers, and then Ironheart is going to be activated twice, adding so much power across all the cards on the board. Now, lastly, we have my personal favorite. That is going to be the Kazar Zoo Deck, or I like to call it the Chad Zoo. I've got a whole video that breaks down this deck, teaches you the strategies, the exact cards you need to use, and you can find it all in the top right-hand corner to break down the deck to your delight. If you're going for fun, it's the Chad Zoo Deck. Another very happy launch day for Marvel Snap. If you guys want to watch me break down these decks and play tons of Pool 1 starter decks, I'll be live on my Twitch all today as of this video, and if you're watching this video on a day that's not today, I stream 3 times a week and a ton, so I will see you on stream. Also, if this video helped you out, be sure to like today's video and subscribe for more videos just like this one. Best of luck out there, and happy snapping.